Hello guys, how are you today? I will always fine, keep health and stay at home. And we are from group 10. We will discuss about science of speech of human language. So let's get started. Before we concern on the mind material, I want to tell you about the human speech. If you are like thinking about why we are speech, someone give me answer. People have gathered to hear you speak on the specific issue, and they expect to get something out of immediately. And you, the speaker, hope to have an immediate effect on your audience. The purpose of your speech is to get the response you want. And what are the purpose of human speech? Speeches typically serve for general purpose, to inform, persuade, instruct, and entertain. By taking step back to examine the general purpose speech, if the speaker reinforces his or her thought and idea by making sure that everything presented to argue your case like to the general purpose. So, how human do speech? We will discussing together and explaining phonetic and phonology. How do humans speak? We will discussing on the study of pronunciation, and this is study consists of two fields, phonetic and phonology. What is phonetic? Phonetics is a branch of linguistics that study how humans make a perceived sound. Uh, on the simple language, we can define as a phonetic is study of human speech sound. The field of phonetics is traditionally divided into three sub-disciplines based on the research question involved, such as how humans plan and executive movement to produce speech, or we call it as articulatory phonetics. How different movement affect the property of the resulting sound, acoustic phonetic, or how human convert sound with the linguistic information, auditory phonetic. What is phonology? There are many words can define a phonology. Phonology is how speech sounds are organized and affect one another in pronunciation. It deals with the system and the pattern of sound which exist within particular language. Phonology tells us what the sounds are in the language, how they do and can combine in the word and explain why. Phonology is the study of the way sound function in the language, including phonemes, syllable structure, stress accent, intonation, and which sound are distinctive unit within a language, the way sound function within a given language, or in the simple language we can call it as a phonology is one level above a phonetic. When we talk about vowel and consonant within a discipline of phonology, we are referring to different sounds we make when speaking, and not the vowel and consonant letter we refer to when talking about spelling. So, what is differences between phonetic and phonology? Phonetics deal with the production of speech sound by human, often via the prior knowledge of the language being spoken. And phonology is about the pattern of sound, especially different pattern of sound in different language or within each language. Different pattern of sound is different position in the word.
Phonetics has three main branches. First one is articulatory phonetics, and the second one is acoustic phonetics, and the last one is auditory phonetics. Articulatory phonetics is the study of the production of speech sound. From the speaker point of view, how speakers produce speech sound, more concerned about the position and the movement of the lips, tongue, and the other speech organ in producing speech. Acoustic phonetics is the study of acoustic characteristics of speech, including an analysis and description of speech in terms of its physical properties, such as frequency, intensity, and duration. from physical way or means by which sound are transmitted to one another. And the last one is auditory phonetics. It's a branch of phonetics concerned with the hearing of speech sound, with the speech perception, from the hearer's point of view, how sounds are perceived.
Okay, so right now I'm going to tell you about segments. So what is segment actually? Well, segments are individual speech sounds that make up syllables. Segments consist of two types. There are vowels and consonant. A few examples of vowels are E, I, A, and U, and some few examples of consonant is M, B, K, F, and S. And so the next one I'm going to tell about is CV skeleton. CV skeleton is a sort of representation which using V to stand for vowels and C for consonant. Here is a short example. The word book, pronounced book, is CVG. Why is that? Well, this means a sequence of one consonant followed by one vowel, which in turn is followed by one consonant. Well, here you will look at some more examples of CV skeleton. Look at it first. Remember that we are dealing with pronunciations, not spellings. So double O in the conventional spelling of book doesn't mean that the word contains two vowel sounds. Like you can see it yourself in that image. The book is consists of CVC. Why is that? Well, because of the explanation that I tell you in the last slide. So the next one is suprasegmental. Superimposed on the syllables, there are other features that are known as suprasegmentals. This includes variation in stress, accent, and pitch, tone, and intonation. Variation in length are also usually considered to be suprasegmental features, although they can affect single segment as well as whole syllables. All of the suprasegmental features are characterized by the fact that they must be described in relation to other items in the same utterance. In English, for example, the noun import and the verb import have exactly the same segments, but the words are distinguished according to which of the syllables are stressed. The noun is import, but the verb is import. Here we use capitalization to give an indication of which syllable is stressed.